Good morning.
Welcome to Satsang. Anything, anything uttered or any explanation may give some clarity of mind, still mind. So, after all, the goal is to keep quiet, not to be busy or anxious about that search of who I am. So know that no reference will do, even no clarity of mind will do. Just then what? Then you have to keep quiet. But of course you cannot force the mind to be quiet. It has to be in a natural way. So I still suggest, if there is any something in the mind, just tell it, expose it. Not to be hypnotized by it. So I would say keeping quiet is not by forcing it that you can keep quiet. It's just probably a total let go to believe that the mind can do anything, or that a state of mind would do. Then it's a natural. Then it's natural. Can I have a good chai, please? Your good name and good chai. You have to agree that this ignorance, or not yet there, or bondage, whatever word you would call with this mind fact, and enlightenment, it's really a busyness of the mind. Huh? Thank you very much. We don't need to be in busyness. We are not obliged, we have the birthright to be freed from busyness. At least a moment. And life itself is a busyness, so it flows. But the birthright not to believe that we are obliged continuously to be bound by anything, or to be freed by anything. Those two words, bondage and freedom, it's from the mind. There is nothing like that. There is those things for the body and the mind and the emotions. That's sure. In this world of changes, of limitations, of descriptions, of beliefs. Be freed from that. I mean, better to say, be freed from the bondage to believe, because whatever will appear this way. Okay. It's like in the Great Way. It is said, the Great Way is not difficult for those who have no preferences. But you see, it's not that you will get no preferences in the life. It just tries to give you a moment of freedom from preferences, which is glued to the body, emotions, and mind. Satsang never gives a way to live. You are free about that. Or you are not free about that. But it's only to give you to show you that at any time, and it doesn't require a special state or quality. You can be freed from your mind. In time it will not last, otherwise it becomes a state. That's why it is said a split second. In a life of 100 years, a split second is enough. Is there any mic? Yeah, okay.
I see that my silence is not.
Your what?
Silence is not natural. I have to remind myself or be reminded or force myself to see that there is not a better experience than another.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a kind of effort.
Yeah, but you like to remind yourself or not?
I like, but it's quite an effort.
Yeah, this I don't care. Do you like it or not?
Sure.
So you want to be free more than the amount of effort.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Nice. So bang your mind to what to do. Oh, but you don't want to hear. Or just now, know that you can never be other than yourself. But the appearances goes on changing. You know that for certain or not? No. Then bang your disc. But remember, really remember, it's part of the banging, that if it is about what you are, which is not what I become, it has to be, otherwise it's too absurd. Too absurd. It will be one thing of the mind. So there must be something which is meaningful when you say what I am. So for what you are, it's always there. It's available, even just now when you hear me. It's just always there. Now, it's apparently not alive because we are used to look always at the changes. And it is its own changes. It is its way to manifest itself. Okay? So, whatever it is, it becomes. If there is a thought of mind, it becomes that mind. So, that has somehow to be seen or to... Okay, so what you are, you can never lose it. It's there. So it means you still search for a special appearance so that your mind is convinced, oh yeah, that's what I am. You agree?
I
Okay, you agree. Then, if you agree, it will still come to you, but then you can also laugh and give it up. Yeah. Whatever image, I tell you, whatever image is there, it's an image. In that way, I say there is no truth in the world of appearance. You cannot even bring the truth there. Because everything is that and nothing is that. So I don't know. That's why we say I don't know also.
I don't even know which image I entertain.
It's possible, but you must, as intellectually speaking, you must present an image to yourself. You still expect something from your mind. Even when you give up your mind, you make an image of how it will be when you give up your mind. It has to be something so enlightening that this is enlightenment and so on. I mean, all the fact we have with that search and that story. That's why I say, give up totally. You cannot force it, I agree. But if you will give up totally in a natural way, I mean, the mind will give itself up totally when he sees that any attempt is bound to be an image, an experience, a concept, a feeling. So we remain in the world of becoming, of the manifestation. And nothing is solved there about this. Well. You will not find it in your mind. You will not find it. And when you find something, it's a memory of a glimpse. Smelling enough, it's time then, it's time. You can still complain, you know. I don't mind. You have to be freed from that. You know, after so many years now, it's enough. Enough. No? I feel it's enough. Yeah, it's enough. It would be a pity to die with that search still, huh? Allez! It's like, what to do? You have not to do anything. Finally, you have not to do it. You have to, probably you have to have this act of trust, or total risk. I have not to believe in anything. I have not to maintain anything. I don't know, something. Yeah. It's amazing. Today, I would say, maybe I would not have said that years back, but today, since you come as always and so on, you have not to be a serious seeker. You have not to be a devotee, a Hanuman. You have not anymore. It's enough. It is enough. You have not to become anything. And what will rise, that's not in your hands, that is your own life that you carried with your birth, and that will flow up to your death. But then the search will not be there. If you cannot take this, then investigate more. Neti neti, who am I? I find this the probably it's the best. The negative wave is better than the positive. Don't catch a new concept. Just decatch yourself. So if you want to hear something about the subject, you can ask. I remember that sometimes it happened, I say, oh, I should have asked that to Papaji, but for some reason didn't come when he was alive. So ask those things. Ask. You don't lose anything in asking. Maybe you will lose your mind. It's like... Indian rose. It smells. Please, you want to come here? No, but then take the. I'm sorry. I think it's easier or whatever. Don't. You're not shy.
So it's paradoxical
Yeah.
because clearly there is no seeking,
Yeah.
and still I love
Yeah.
to use the tools when my personality
Yeah.
takes over too much.
Yeah. I think it's just natural.
And I love it. You know who to.
But you are happy not to be all the time engaged.
Yeah.
It means.
And then I use all the tools because the personality sometimes it's like emotions and.
I would not find a problem there.
Because I do love it, so it's not like an effort or, you know, when I do the who am I.
I would say, I don't know if you love it, but it's just a natural way to give you a break.
Yeah.
Because it's true, the life is meant to multiply itself all the time.
You really think at 67 everything will be.
That was
Forget
before, when we
it.
still believed in this enlightenment for a
Forget
person.
Forget it. Yeah. And even just the who, just the intention.
Mm.
And
Whatever tool you have, which is naturally a tool for you, a tool in the sense of it's you. I think it is your surrendered mind who simply has enough also of himself, and then said, "Oh, listen,
exactly. Yeah.
you can
Totally.
stop."
Totally. Yeah.
I don't know what to explain, but yeah.
Merci.
For example, it should surely have been one question to ask Papaji, and I know his answers, of course. But it's like, oh, you just got furious. Let's say when he's like that, doesn't matter. He was also very beautiful other things. So you were surely identified. You could not give up that at that very moment. Okay? When you think that this should not appear, you would have asked that as a seeker. And so what he would have replied, he would have said, well, when I am furious, I'm furious. When I'm not furious, I'm not furious. You know, I guess, I mean, or he has to appear. You have to come.
Yeah, hi Ganga. I don't know exactly why I sit here, but I because of what you tell and so is everything honey for me and
Hans.
honey, yeah,
Honey, it's
liquid
honey.
yeah, it's really honey. Yeah. And I enjoy it really. It's so yeah, it's really the liquid for life and everything. Yeah, really good taste. So yeah, and yeah, and what she said, so I can really tell the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gopika.
Yeah, Gopika, yeah. And yeah, but yeah, I just ask where I am at the moment, or I don't know. You see this creation and all and so.
I really see.
Yeah, but I don't know. I do the same like she is doing, and but I just want to ask you where I am, and I don't know. I don't know.
I surely will not locate you.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Why should I locate you? Otherwise I bring you into space again.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. I don't know. Because I know really everything what I ask or what I see or what I find, or it's all always in the mind. It's yeah. And then?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Why you ask and then? Because then you still
Yeah.
want another image in your mind. No, and then you said that, that's it.
Yeah. Yes. Or yeah. Don't I need a claps again? Something or so? No. Yeah. Yeah. In the past, I deserved it many times. So. From the teachers, from the yeah. But
And now?
now, yeah, not anymore. Damn shit. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It makes me happy to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What to do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need me?
I love you.
Yeah, but need, I think need.
No.
Anyway, why
But
not?
it's, huh?
Why not?
Why not? I got everything from you.
No, not from me. From your
Yeah.
search.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
You know, you have to be very clear. I appear as a teacher only when you demand. Otherwise, I'm just this bloody fellow in blue. Really,
Yeah.
really, it's like that.
Hmm.
So, you're free.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Oh, boy.
That was the language of the self, I guess.
Ganga. Here. What would you
Oh, you come. Yes.
I have two
No,
questions.
no. Wait.
I have two questions.
Yeah. Sit quiet, calm. Dialogue.
I have two questions. One is, I asked you a few days ago what, and you don't think so, that Ramana said your last thought makes you reincarnate, so it's important what you think. And you answered, no, you never incarnate. You're not born and you don't die. It's the thought that incarnates.
Absolutely.
So I am a walking thought machine.
Yes.
In what?
Nothing. Then what?
So when I die and I still think, then I come back?
The thought comes back. Not you.
Exactly, so the thought comes back.
I mean, is the best way to speak. I just say that because I see that when one is born, is not virgin. He carries a lot of things. Looks like.
It looks like it.
But if somebody argues to me and say even that is too much, I would accept also. I don't care about explanations, but let's speak like that. Who cares, you see? You have to see, am I born now or not? Ask as consciousness. I rarely use that word, but just to make a difference between this body and all what it brings. You just have to see that that which is always there takes at once shapes, because it's infinitely creates itself. But you have to see that it's just becomings. It's becomings. So you are not obliged to believe that the becomings, it's it, but in its limited form. So you are not obliged to believe that you are the becomings, in fact.
And the becomings are the thoughts.
Yeah, sure. Which have a lot of shapes, feelings, conceptualization, experiences, physical thing, whatever appears. I would say this is the only self-knowledge which appears. And as I say, we all, but it's so funny, we all have that experience, even that glimpse, you can say, because how is it possible to recognize yourself if you were totally identified with your body, who from birth till old age goes on changing, the mind goes on changing, the feelings goes on changing, and you still know very well, but you confuse, I am this, but that's an attribution. Otherwise, in fact, it is because you are that. No, it didn't explain well, doesn't it?
And the second question is, Ganga, let's say Papaji is sitting there and you're sitting here where I am sitting. What would you ask him?
Nothing anymore. Nothing. He may say something to me, but shut up.
Make chapati.
No, that I did before. Finish. You see, the one who taught, the one who appeared because I need it, is gone. Is gone. And when he's not gone, it's in my memory of life, my story, a story, which will die with me. Yeah, please.
Was there a point at which you gave up attachment to experiencing?
If there was a moment. Yeah, sure.
And did it come back?
No. Of course, in life I enjoy, and I'm known as to be not an enlightened but an enjoyer. But this is the play. How can you be deeply satisfied with any experience? Tell me.
Some experiences seem exquisite.
No, exquisite, sure.
And they seem satisfying because they're exquisite.
Yeah. Okay, but I mean deep satisfaction, in the sense of when they go, then you, I have to go back to that circumstance to repeat and all that. This is not there. You know, I think that this life, there is no law or judgment that you have to live in a certain way. So, according to your temperament, you will live in a certain way. But it has nothing to do with the fact to have seen, not to have seen, but to have a surrendered mind, let's say. Mm-hmm. Yeah? No experience stops your search. That's the problem, you see. No experience. Let it be exquisite. Mm.
I've been to satsangs before, but never been sitting here. And I think I ended my search But now I have a question.
Okay, let's see.
It's like I know that what it's changing, it's not that. But I feel I'm stuck for like few years in this stage between absolute and relative, let's say. You know, because I'm just living life and I have no questions. I do not feel that the satsangs resonate to me anymore, actually.
Yeah.
But also, sometimes I feel it's like switching happening.
Yeah, that's your life.
Okay, so will it ever stop? Because the lady was asking
I don't
about-
think so.
Okay.
That's the way your life appears now. Don't confuse from where it comes with that. That is the manifestation of it, including the absolute. It's a manifestation of it. It's like forms, we know what it is, and formlessness. But it's in the same realm. It's the mind. Yeah. That's it. Once you know that, what more do you want to search?
Because I still think it's I do not search anymore, so but I feel this happens and I don't know who to ask or what to ask about that, because it's still changing.
You said, and I
switching.
replied to you, why did you go back with the thought you made you sit? I replied to you, normally it's enough. This is the way your life appears now. Duality, non-duality, let's say like that, or form, no form. Yeah? Relativity and absolute. Yeah? It's what you live. That's your life. Let it flow this way. You have not to interfere, it's that way. And you are from where all disappears and disappears. That's what is.
But it's still identification with this, because as you said.
Then what else? You need somebody, no, to live the relative or the absolute. You need to be someone. I appears, so I live this way. Now, are you I alone, or are you from where I rises and don't rise, doesn't rise?
I didn't get this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get this question. Yeah.
Are you I experiencing, so the experiencing life in its forms and moments of no forms? This is what? It belongs to someone. Yes or no? Then who knows that? Who is experiencing that?
It feels like it just happens. And that also as the
Okay, it
switch
just
happens.
happens. But if it was just happening, you would not have asked this question.
Yeah, now I feel I'm in a different state and I'm asking from that state. You know, I say it's a state because I feel like shift happens and I see as no point in, let's say, in space. Before my question was from the point. And so questions arise from that point in space.
I.
And then you ask me, there's no me anymore. It's so strange. I cannot grab any point anymore then. No me anymore.
Then don't give value to what your mind says.
Okay.
Because I cannot address anybody, so I cannot reply to anybody. Don't give value to whatever the mind says.
Thank you.
In Hinduism, they show very well these alternative states. You see, they show Shiva dancing, so the life. Or they show the Shiva lingam, which is the symbol of no form. It's still a form. Interesting, no? So that our life becomes like this after having searched and investigated. Generally, yes, we have also moments of complete nobodiness and absoluteness and all, but there is still someone knowing that and experiencing that. So is the one who sees the Shiva lingam is no more with forms, is no form. From where all this is played, that's what you are. I mean, not as you. That's what is. And spirituality real says that the Shiva lingam is it. So don't fall into that trap. Or remain there if you are happy. Because in fact, in this life, what is important? So do whatever you like. But if you ask me about those symbols, that's what I say. You know, there is nothing like, we are not obliged to come to satsang and all. We are not obliged to say that one path is better than another. One has to see where is well, where he has some space where he is at peace. Because anyway, any path somebody takes, any belief, is still himself. Everybody is that. So, who is there to judge any path, anything, any attainment? Even if for you, maybe this is not it, it's not enough. But that's for you. I hope you become a bit tolerant. Otherwise, it means you have not understood. Yes.
I'm extremely afraid to ask this question.
Not be afraid. I promise you I will not bite you physically.
Maybe that would be the best.
Then I may do. Okay, I will bite you physically. Now you ask a question.
I have still very often many thoughts that I see very clearly are what they say or what they share is about somebody in a particular search, and I see very clearly that that is what is coming to my mind.
Yeah.
And every time it comes, the only thing I can do with it is to or offer it to you or to Papaji, or to just take a moment to have a break from it, but it keeps on coming back and back and back and back, and I just don't know if it is enough to. I sort of have the wish that it leaves.
You mean that you have an image of enlightenment or what?
No, it's about where I need to be or where I need to go, or and I know it is about me as somebody, and I love that I hear that it's not about somebody, but it just comes and comes and comes and comes.
But what comes? I'm sorry. What comes? This question where to be, or yeah. But you know, it's exactly that is said in Satsang. Don't try to place yourself. So wherever you are, it's okay. Stay where you trust. Stay where you trust. Then what else to do?
I just would like this thing to.
So you mean
No.
the trouble is that in your mind you doubt or you question where to be, and in your heart
I think I doubt myself still.
it must be. It must be. But you said that you give it to, let's say, Papaji's feet. Huh? Then let him decide.
I think I don't know if the fact that it keeps on coming back, that it is something that I need to listen to, or that it's something that I need to stay.
You don't need to listen. If you give it to Papaji's feet, let him do the things.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Huh?
So happy to be here.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. But then honor it. Don't listen to this. Okay.
You said earlier that Babaji would say, when I'm angry, right? When I'm angry, I'm angry.
Yeah, yeah.
If I think this is something that it's not going away, so I'm going to ask it. It's something that it's not going away. If you were to say to him, but your anger hurts me, then it's hurting me when you're angry.
You
It's
would not
curious.
care, huh?
You wouldn't care.
No.
And
But you, of course, will have to care. Oh, who is hurt?
right.
And it's more paradoxal than that, because I cannot say this attitude is the attitude.
Right.
You know. Here, they are naturally, everybody is very different. Some are more Zenish, some are more saintly, some are more normal, some are more this and that, cuckoo, whatever. So that will remain. That will remain. But for some reason, for example, if there was this answer, it would quieten me down. Maybe I have a bit the same temperament. Who knows? So don't take it as a must. It has to be like that. Because you see, if those things are said, it is to try to explain how you live after you are free. And, you know...
And I might be trying to take off too big of a bite of this because I'm seeing in the world, it just feels in the world, if somebody were to say that to me, I don't care. And it seems like there are a lot of people like that. I would think there's different directions I could go in. One is, okay, this person is in front of me because I'm supposed to ask.
Yeah, but wait. For example, the people who don't care and hurt, let's say, the world, they believe they say the truth. They believe they chew on that, on some reference. Here, let's call, to make it clear, a master. He knows also the nature of things. So, I am angry, but that's it. And then something else appears, and then something else appears. It's not the same. So let's not make an image. That's the best of how it appears. Yeah? Things happen, you see. In the world of happenings.
I remember often when you say welcome and welcome. Welcome and welcome. Yeah.
Hi Ganga. So, when you get angry, it's because you are attached to the mind, to the thoughts.
But in this manifestation, even if you are not angry, you are attached.
Yeah.
It's the way to live, what to do. No? And if you are detached, you are attached to detachment. I mean, there is no way out. There is no way out. It's not about that.
So it's about what?
Don't ask me. It's about what? If I go there, I will do. Why do you catch this question? It will give you big trouble, and to me also.
but you said to speak, so I'm speaking.
Yeah, but I tell you. I reply to you also. Big trouble. A new incarnation to try to solve that one. No, basta. That question.
It's not funny. It's really not funny. It's the opposite of funny. It's annoying.
Yeah, it's an annoying question.
With no answer.
But you see, at least I laugh with no answer. It shows so much how the mind always will find something which will trouble you. It's amazing. It's amazing. So, even if it appears, you may not be bound because a thought more, ha ha ha, or ho ho ho, or I have to solve that, and then you search. As a loser, because you will never find an answer anyway. But it's like a compulsion, you search. I think it would be a very good title for the Satsang. It's about what?
So who will tell us?
Hmm?
Who will tell us?
Nobody. Hi.
I'm not quite sure what my question is, but I felt like I need to come sit here. It's a question that's made out of many different questions.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, sure.
It's something about one of the first satsangs I was here. You said, you know, as a sister I grieved, and as a daughter I grieved. And it's again, it's just like, and when we were at the beach a few weeks ago, you told me you can't, because I told you something about holding paradox, and you told me you can't hold paradox. And there's this, I don't know what the connection is, but there's something about how to hold the paradox of the personal, the manifestation, the movie, the life.
No, you don't
And
live with the
satsang.
paradox, you just live. Huh? Why should you live with the paradox? Just live. There is a paradox if you try to explain the truth or the untruth and all those things of the life, of not the life. And then one expresses paradoxically because it's impossible to describe. And it's about what? So just live. Give up this
Give up what?
paradox. It's your answer now. It's your answer to the search, you see. It's paradoxal, but then what? It doesn't solve your questions. Give up that reference. What happens? Yeah, let it go. Completely. You cannot make it with the mind and efforts. You cannot figure it out. Just let it go.
I feel trying to hook. Yeah, good.
You will torture yourself. So no more this.
Thank you.
I wonder why there is always these gestures or like, it's like this. No, but it's really true. That's it. Thank you very much.